This is Richard back at you. We got Miss Teresa on the camera. We got little Annie hanging out right here, being grumpy a little bit, chasing a fly.
Yeah.
Well, we've been out of pocket a little bit. We've been enjoying life. We actually got to take the Dirty Bird out last weekend, and we pulled off a win. How do you do that, guys? First time out, different suspension, different totally setup, and we actually we got lucky. We made rounds going down the track. We don't think we ever blew the tires off or anything, so we just kept on making rounds, and that's what got us to the finals. And a friend of mine ended up racing him in the finals, and right at the end, he twisted the flywheel off, the crankshaft bolts off to the flywheel, and I was able to just nip him out real quick. So that was let me tell you, that was fun. Wasn't it, Teresa? It was really exciting.
Yeah,
well, anyway, we're excited to get the car back out. And we're going to try to hit a couple more races, maybe down Lubbock, maybe down in Penwell. So, but it can't be all play. Sometimes it's got to be work, country. So,
it does.
Well, we got Dale's. It's a 2009. Or excuse me. It's a 9 of 2015. But you would think that it would be a 16, being that it's a 9th month. I tried to go in on a 16 right off the bat. It wouldn't take it. It kicked it out. Told me to go to a 15. So, but anyway, it's a 4-wheel drive, 5.3 motor. 178,000 miles, I believe, on it. Mm-hmm. He wasn't really having many problems with it. He said he did a service on it, put the cooler bypass kit in it, and actually put a cooler on the nose of it. You don't see coolers on the nose of these very often at all. It's a really nice cooler. But on the way down here, he said he thinks it started trying to eat itself alive. 178,000 miles. That's a lot of miles.
Well, I asked him, I said, how did your trip go? And he says, well, he said it got a little scary.
Yeah.
He said he could tell that the unit itself in the truck was starting to experience some issues.
Give up, yeah. Higher RPM, I remember him saying like that. But what's crazy is he's a racer. He does drag boats, blown, sprayed like 500, 600, 800, 900 pounds of nitrous on this thing.
I think he said he had 5 kids on that one truck.
I mean, you ought to see all the nitrous solenoids on this blown
cool
boat that he's got. I mean, beautiful. I think 130 miles an hour and 100 yards or something. I mean, it's like bang. He said, you're already there. Pretty crazy, huh?
No doubt.
Well, we're going to run a computer check on this. I haven't done that yet at all. I've hooked my scanner up.
Yeah, we haven't looked at the fluid.
Haven't done anything. Now, he did have like a little programmer on here, probably to kill 4-cylinder mode or something like that, give it a little bit more fuel mileage. But you got to take it off to hook your OBD2 connector from your scanner on there. So I'm going to turn the scanner on real quick. Got to get in here. Now remember, this was a 9 of 15. You thought it would have been a 16.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing to me? Cancel. Back up again. I want to start. Turn the key on. Close the door so it'll quit beeping. Okay, we're going to go to the scanner part of it. This is the GMC, so we're going to scroll down to GMC. We're going to do an auto learn on it. It gives you the VIN here. You see that pulls up the mileage. Then you can push OK. And what we're going to do, we're going to do a complete code scan on it. It's a pre-scan, have not made any repairs yet. So that's what we're going to do. Yep. License, I should have pushed no. We'll just put in a license plate. Go. And let's do, I ain't got my last RC for check. That's in there. Go, just do it that way. Now we're going to do a code scan on it. So it's coming up with some engine codes right now. 2 codes that it's found. Cylinder 4, it could have been that programmer that's on there too, that little module. Could have put some codes in there possibly.
Mm-hmm.
We'd like to do a complete scan on it. That way when the scanner saves it, we can pull it off the scanner and print it out. Once it does that, it saved it, you can push exit. Then we can come back here, we can see it has nothing but engines stuff in there. There's no tranny code, I mean, there's physically nothing. So we'll back out of there. Then you can come back and do your individual stuff. Display codes. But that way, see no codes. So that's what we wanted to see. Go back to engine. I like to check engine out too, just to be safe. Just your 4-cylinder detective solenoid valve control circuit system 0, whatever that means. Have to check into that stuff. What I'll do is leave it in there for right now, and then we'll get out of here. I don't want to clear nothing out because I'll take a picture of that stuff with my phone, and then that way I can send the customer to his phone. I like to send the customer pictures as I'm working. Rear main seal, if it's leaking, I can take a picture of that. Let him have that. Kind of, he can follow us kind of as we go. Look at the, oops, I've already popped the hood. I don't know why I didn't do that, huh?
And the wind is blowing like no other.
Like no other.
Eventually, I'm going to see somebody else's chairs other than mine.
Yeah. Get up here and look and see what the oil looks like. Oh yeah, you can start and tell. See how dark the oil is? This oil is a light color, but you can see the brownness in there. He's ran multiple types of oil, AMS oil and the factory oil. He serviced it quite a few times to get it this far. Because if you don't service these things, they ain't gonna last that long at all. Pull that down. See what it looks like underneath. Anytime we put our vehicles in the air, we'll put blocks behind all 4 tires, emergency brakes on, because we have to take the tranny out of park. We don't want it to roll forwards or backwards at all. If something freaky happens to the lift, at least it'll stay on the lift. This new lift is really nice, helped us out a lot. Keeps me from getting down on my knees and putting the legs under the arms under the lift. Get this flashlight here real quick, it's brighter light.
Looks pretty clean from here.
Yep. Sometimes you can see it better without the light too. Now I've already PB blasted the exhaust manifold bolts, the exhaust pipe and the cap back here. This thing here, I've already PB'd it. Looks pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it looks clean. Very, very clean.
I like working on clean vehicles. Transfer case looks good, no leaks there. We'll change out the front input shaft seal on the transfer case. That keeps the 2 fluids from swapping out. That one will have to be replaced. The others, they're not leaking, but we'll talk to him and see if he wants to go ahead and replace them. He wants to get it done right. He don't want to have to mess with it. I believe this could be his son's later on in life. Looks really good though. Check the boots on the front axles, stuff like that. No cracks there. Really nice truck. Probably one of the cleanest ones we've gotten in here so far.
He said he put a cooler and stuff on it too, so.
Yeah, we'll have to let it down to see that part of it, but
Yeah.
I'll show it in our other video. But I haven't seen, you don't see coolers on these very often. You can see a little bit right there. So, well, we'll get it down, get the battery disconnected on it, and then I'll get started on it, huh, Teresa?
You got a lot of parts too.
I got a
you
lot
gotta
of parts. We do. We do, when we do these 6080s and 6090s, we're probably the only one in the United States right now that's got new bell houses and pump stators. I think I've got 7 or 8 of them upstairs still. And these are factory, brand new. They're not rebuilt. They've never been touched. So we'll still do all the updates from Sonex in the pump, in the valve body. 178,000 miles. You know the valve body's going to have some wear on it, definitely. So it'll take all the Sonex stuff. We got some Transgo parts we're going to be putting in there. He said he already put a cooler bypass kit in there, but we're going to look at that. Make sure it looks like it has no wear or anything like that. So we do have another one to put in if we have to replace it. The mystery piece that there's not one floating around in the United States or in the world, I don't think, right now, guys. This is what we call a Sonex lube dam.
National back order.
National back order. I think maybe December, January. They moved it another month out again on these right here. So this is our we've got 2 more left. We got this one and another one. So that's only actually 1 more left. And we replace all of them. So you can have bell housings all you want to if you don't have these. You know, that kind of puts a halt on things. Of course, we have our Sonex bearing kit. All new bearings that go through the unit, that kind of mileage on it, you just replace the bearings. You don't take a chance on any of them. Bushing kit, our pump kit here. Comes with the rotor, the pump slide down in there. I like the way this company packages this stuff. They package it really nice because a lot of times before we'd get these pump slides in here just beat to death. I mean, there'd be so many dents in them you couldn't even use them. So I really like the way this company here packs these right here. It makes a difference when you get them, pull them out of the box, they still look brand new. Of course, we got our B&I heavy duty converter. It's called a JMBX HD. It's got different lugs on the back of it, different cover. The lugs on the factory converter are welded to the back here. This is one billet piece back here. And of course, it has a different piston inside to apply the clutch. This is a must here. A lot of people ask me, Richard, can I just change the converter and make it live longer? You know, the problem you got is the converter's failing possibly from too much pressure. You know, just a lot of things where the converter can fail. But these pumps in the pressure regulator valve area, they wear so bad right in here. Once this wears out right here, the whole tranny's doomed. The converter's doomed. Everything about it's doomed. It starts breaking things. High pressure, low pressure. So even with this new pump stator body here, we'll put a new valve kit in here from Sonex. That way it eliminates any wear at all. It'll never wear out. I mean, so it just makes it last so much longer. It makes the converter last longer. So, you know, you can put a converter in there, but you're still going to have problems there no matter how you look at it. So.
Yeah, it might last you for a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. But to take the time to get these units out, there's so much work pulling the four-wheel out. Putting it back in to do it right, put all the bolts back in and stuff like that, it's not worth the time. No. It's better just to physically do it right, be done with it, give it back to the customer, and he's very happy.
And I'm pretty sure, didn't he say that he has a friend down there that does transmission work, and he said there were no units available through the dealer.
He was laughing at him for coming here to have it done, but he tried to get trannies everywhere. He couldn't get a unit for it, nowhere. You know, then the thing is, you're not going to get your lube dam kit. You're not going to get your zip kit from the dealer. You're not going to get none of that stuff from the dealer. They know they got wear points and they don't fix them. They just keep pumping them out the door when they can. So, but anyway, we're going to fix it right, get this gentleman back on the road. That way he knows he's good and solid when he gives it back to his son, because I believe his son's going to tow a little bit of weight and stuff like that. So, well, Miss Teresa, we want to thank you for recording. We definitely appreciate you. Annie, you're a good girl too. We just love you. Brought you a big old bag of food in there. Well, guys, we thank you for sticking with us. I know it's been a few days. We just had to get out and enjoy ourselves a little bit. We've got a bunch more work coming in, so don't want to hurt the old arm, you know what I mean. Don't forget to push the notification bell, the old like button, and all that type of stuff. So we'll be back here in a few days. Have a great day.